Welcome back, Griddle Cooking and More. We are back with the Napoleon Rogue Pro Griddle, but I got a new one, 30-inch 4-burner. So if you watch any of my other videos, I bought the original Rogue Pro, and then they had an older style top on it, which had a warping issue. Filed a warranty claim to get a new top. I sent a top out. It was damaged. One of the feet was broken off, so I contacted them. They sent another top out. The foot was broken off again, or actually not completely broke off, but bent, almost broken off. Contacted them for the third time, and then talked with them, and they were gonna package up one real nice, because the problem was they just didn't have any packing in them. It was just those feet were exposed. So a truck driver, UPS or FedEx, whatever they ship them on, easily drop that thing and bend them and break the little corners off, and you're just welded on into each corner of the thing. But however, so they decided to send me a whole new griddle, because that way the griddle's packed in there nicely and you don't have to worry about it being damaged. I got me a brand new Rogue Pro griddle, so now I got two of them. So we'll do a little quick overview of it in case you haven't seen one before. I do have a previous video that I did on the first one, and then I'll kind of show you the top on it, kind of the new designs on it that makes it different from the old top. Here we go, the Rogue Pro Phantom Rogue Pro 30-inch 4-burner griddle. If you're not familiar with it, this does have a stainless steel top, which we'll show in a second. That's hiding in there, but kind of give you a little exterior shot of it. A couple side tables. These side tables do fold down, just like that. Got the back side. It is exposed for some ventilation. Other side table, this one drops down just like it, but this side table also has a little storage in it. So we open that up, and it's got a tray in there. So you can take that tray and then fill it up with your goods or whatever you want to keep in there. So it does have that. Comes with a bottle opener right there. These knobs are lit, so there's over this side here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not. Do have it under my pavilion, but yeah, at night those light up. There's a little power button on there, and it lights up the igniter button. Take a peek down here. All right, here we go underneath. Hopefully we can see good. Let's see if the thing will get some light in there. All right. So you can see the grease cup is right there. That slides out. Kind of a pain in the ass. It's way up in there, so you got to kind of bend down to get it. Okay size. Could like a bigger cup, maybe drop down a little further, easier access to it, but not bad. Little shelf here. I wouldn't really put anything on it because the burners are right above it. Down here, you can see there's that brace there. So really not. I mean, you can put some stuff down there, but it kind of eliminates putting like a tub or something down there. Got a nice little spot for your propane. If you can see it on the side, there's a little ring. You can put that around the top of your propane tank to secure it, but it ain't going anywhere on my patio. Then down there on the wall, that great thing, those are your D batteries, 3D batteries, and that's what uses for the light. Over here you got the classic match holder. That way if the igniter doesn't work or your batteries are dead, you can hook a match on there and go through and light it. That's it on the inside here. Now I will make an interesting observation here. On my first griddle, the doors didn't line up real well, so the magnet didn't stick too well. And then this one's kind of the same, it's a little better. I do have a Facebook group for Napoleon griddles for the Rogue Pro and Freestyles on Facebook. And people have complained about that also on there. If you're watching this, Napoleon, you know, work on a better way to adjustment or fit there, because or a bigger magnet or something, because they don't hold very well. This door does a little better, but this one not really. If I move that table down, I don't know. You can adjust. You can move that table down some different spots there. You can do it a little higher. So maybe if I moved it up, and I may do that, it may work better. But the directions aren't real clear. Yeah, and also Napoleon makes some better directions. And then while we're down here, these little plastic feet, they don't last forever either. Made some metal casters. All right, so there's your beautiful stainless steel top. This is 100% stainless steel top and bottom. It's got a warming rack, so this is new to this one. Original top, if you wanted to get this out of the way, you just had to take it off. But on this one, they notched it, so you can just fold it back, and it's got a couple notches there and there, so you can leave it on and fold it up when you're cooking and when you want that space. I do like. So the new one's got one big X brace on it. The old one had a brace that went all the way across in the front of it, and then 4 long way braces. Now I did a no-no, and I'm going to do it this time too. And then Napoleon will watch this video and they'll probably cringe, but coming from restaurants, working on commercial griddles, we always use ice to clean it. So we're going to throw some ice on it and see what happens. Now, in my first video, when I cooked on it and then first threw ice on it, that's the first time it warped. So it warped that time in that video. Let it cool down, cooked on it later in that day in the same video, did some smash burgers, and when I was doing that, it warped up a little bit, but not bad. Then after that, it seemed to be okay. Actually, before I put the top on, there's where your grease goes down to the catch, and then you got 4 stainless steel burners. All right, there we have it. I'm gonna get this thing fired up, and the first thing, we're gonna cook some bacon. So here we go. We're gonna crank all these on high. There we go. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but you may be able to see in there, but looks like they all lit up. All right, so we get them all on all low. We're gonna go grab some bacon, get my cameras positioned, and we'll be back. Now, I know some on the model I had before this was the same griddle, but it did cook hotter up front. We're gonna grab a thermometer here. I'm going to show you a thermometer you can use. All right, there we go, got some bacon down. All right, so on these griddles, you don't season them. You can't, it does actually say you can season it, but if you don't season it, it's too shiny for your typical infrared thermometer that you would use like on your Blackstone, whatever else. So what you got to get is one of these. This is a surface temp griddle thermometer, basically. So you set it right on the surface and it's going to read your temp for you. I'm just going to set it over here on the side for right now. I do remember on low, across the board, if you let it heat up for a while, I was sitting about 400 degrees across the board. And then I think on high, I was pushing over 600. So it gets plenty hot. Low, I wish it got lower, but we'll see if this one does any different. I do got a nice breeze coming through here. It does look pretty wind resistant for the most part, so I don't think there's gonna be an issue. The burners are kind of recessed down in there. I mean, you got a little space there, but I think we'll be good. When they sent me the griddle, they decided to send me some accessories too, since it has quite the ordeal. So I got this nice spatula here, burger spatula from them. I like it because it's not, I hate the manufacturers that give you these big ass long, like old school barbecue tools. So this is almost like a restaurant one you'd get. It's nice and sturdy, it's not flimsy. I can smash with this, it's got a beveled edge, I can scrape off my smash burgers, which we're gonna do after I get this bacon done. We're gonna bust out some smash burgers for lunch. But yeah, so kudos, I think this spatula is gonna be awesome. Now if you look, hopefully you can catch it in the camera here. My front pieces are definitely more brown than the back ones. Now my thermometer is sitting back in the middle over the side. We're just below 350. We're going to scoot it towards the front here. See what it does. All right, let's get some of this bacon pulled up here. This front pieces for sure, definitely done. Now I move that temp gauge up front. Now that's climbing over 350, so we're about 375 right now. All right, we're gonna scrape some of this grease off of here, and then we're gonna do the ice test. All right, here we go. Let's hit it with that ice. This is where it did it the last time. Popped up in this corner right here. Ah, impressive. Now, Napoleon says don't do this. I don't recommend doing this either. But anyway, so with the water, you get it on there, and you give it a good scrape here. And it definitely helped get some of that gunk up. You see broke a lot of that stuff up off of there. All right, we can finish getting this cleaned up. Get it ready for some smash burgers here. We'll be back. All right, we got this thing sitting at 350. I just cranked it up to high. I want to get it to 400 before I drop these burgers down. That's kind of the sweet spot on my first one. While this is going, we're gonna toast our buns over here on the side. There we go, nice little toast. We're gonna make what I call the Quadzilla, 4 patties. Give us room here. Oh shit, thought that looked big. That's crazy. All right, here we go. That was crazy. Want that nice and spread out. Get them lacy edges. All right, that spatula works like a champ. All right, here we go. Let's do some flipping. So it's got that beveled edge, so we can use that to scrape these off. Oh yeah, looks good. Cheese has already gotten hot out here. There we go. That one on top of there. Get my bun on top. Hard to see that thing in there, but there you go. There's the beast right there. And look at that Maillard reaction on there. That's awesome. Some lacy edges on there. Perfect. All right, there you go. First cook ice test on the good old Napoleon Rogue Pro 30-inch Phantom Griddle or whatever. I don't know if I'll ever get it correct. However, the new X brake didn't work, so it didn't pop up like it did on the original one when I did the ice test. It didn't pop up when I did the smash burgers. I did notice a couple times it was a little wobbly, like when it cooled down, but I think it'll kind of conform into its thing. But yeah, this thing passed the test. But that's it for this one. I got that burger I got to enjoy for lunch. Get this thing cleaned up, wiped down. We'll come back. I think I'll do a cleaning video on it next for you guys, so how I clean it and the stuff I use and some different products and whatever. Yeah, that is it for this video. We're going to get out of here, enjoy this burger, and then we'll talk to you guys next time.